Let's do one more. Let's just do AI, no team.
AI, no teams. All right.
You know what? No, I think the person who has the least amount of baggage, just because of how amazing his dialogue is, Reinhardt.
Ooh.
Catchphrase.
Reinhardt's enjoying life, yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely say that. I mean, if you've seen the Bastion short,
Reinhardt.
I'd probably imagine that a lot of the frontline soldiers that are like Reinhardt probably do have some kind of baggage.
They've seen a lot of shit, man.
And they just have good personalities.
Reinhardt is a workaholic. He loves his job as a crusader.
Absolutely.
But maybe he
think
loves
of
his
other
job
games.
as a crusader because he's trying to mask other things.
I have a question. Another question.
Have you read the comic about Reinhardt?
I actually haven't read any of the comics, so.
He pretty much goes stir crazy when he can't wear his armor.
So he's basically like that's
So he
his
does
own
have baggage.
Yes, he does have baggage. But that's also why I was saying he was a workaholic.
Honestly, it
joking, by the way,
feels
about
like
the dialogue.
I'm gonna just put it this way. I feel like Reinhardt is almost like the Batman of the group because like Batman doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin.
Reinhardt
unless
is the
he's
happy
Batman.
grandpa.
No, but you know what I mean. Like Batman isn't comfortable in his own skin unless he has the suit on. That's what I mean.
You know what? I was gonna try and say fuck you, Smarty, but I think you're right.
Yeah, because like that's if there's one thing I know about Batman, the real like being in that is Batman, and Bruce Wayne is the costume.
Can I just say it like how you're trying to make yourself seem credible by saying if I know Batman?
Dude, I fucking love Batman. I'm sorry,
You know, if I knew Batman, and I do.
and I do.
If I know
talk
Batman.
to Bruce Wayne on a daily basis.
You got him on the
Look,
battlefield?
I've read like
got Batman on
10 of the
speed dial,
comics,
bro.
I've got him on.
and
yeah,
I've seen
actually,
some of the movies. I know everything about Batman.
Well, who do you think is the best Batman?
Oh, God.
Batman's the best Batman.
Michael
I
Keaton.
have,
Clearly not
Thomas
Batman.
Wayne.
honestly, it's a tie for me.
Who's your tie?
My tie is
I finally get first.
Michael Keaton and Affleck, actually.
Oh, you were talking about actors. I thought you were talking about
actors. I think Affleck is. Now, here's why.
I thought
No
we were talking
Batman?
about people who were actually.
Yeah, I was gonna
Batman.
say just the animated series Batman.
Well, yeah, no, but that's a given. But I was gonna say
No
the reason is
Bellman?
no. The reason
No,
why is
I hate
because
Christian Bale
Fuck you,
Batman.
baby.
and
Fuck you, baby.
it took me a long time to realize this, but it's because you need one who can play not only a good Bruce Wayne or not only a good Batman, but a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And Affleck plays that very well.
I
Like,
don't think I've seen the Affleck one.
you should. It's really good.
Which one of the Affleck ones?
Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs Superman.
Batman versus Superman.
Ben Affleck.
I like that.
He was
Kevin
in-
Conroy will
I like
always
that
be
one a
my
lot.
favorite Batman.
He was a
Barlow.
very
Conroy
average
is-
Batman,
Conroy
in
is-
my opinion. He was too moody and broody, like,
I honestly
my
we got to the
company,
point
my
where,
Fortune
like,
500.
Wait, who? Kevin Conroy?
No, Batfleck.
No,
Oh,
I like
Affleck.
Batfleck. I think he's one of the best ones.
I thought he was a good Batman, but he was way too moody as a
As Bruce Wayne?
yeah.
Oh, well.
That's how
Jesus Christ.
far into the rain. Did they say how far into, like, his tenure as Batman is at that point in the movie?
Oh, I
Batman
don't-
vs Superman? Isn't he old as fuck?
Well, no, he's not.
got
no, I
grit-
mean,
he's
like,
got salt and
He's
pepper.
got great hair.
He's got great hit. No, I mean like how long he's been doing it. He's been Batman.
So I
Like,
understand he
that's my
could
thought.
be
God
like,
damn it!
moody, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I really thought Christian Bale nailed that Playboy. Like
I mean,
for Bruce
yeah,
Wayne.
but did he nail Batman?
Did he nail Batman? What do you mean he nail Batman?
That
I
did
don't
not nail Batman for me. I like it. I mean, the movies are great, but realizing it now, I'm like,
Yeah, third!
Bale could have been better. That's why I
guess I
like.
can give
That's
you
why I
that.
like Batman with the. I like the voice pitch Batman. That's because it's something new. It's not like trying to put on a growl or anything like that. It's.
I feel like there's not enough
Artificial.
source material to really credit that Batman. We've gotten one movie with him.
no, yeah,
It's,
but
it's basically like, how gruff of a voice can you have with synthesized stuff?
Okay, so I'm gonna
Do you bleed?
I'm gonna go on a
will.
limb here and just say Kevin Conroy is my favorite Batman. Animation isn't taken seriously enough.
yeah. Well, no, I know you are. You are
Animation.
As long as I know, you're a diehard animation fan.
And that's the only reason you could like it, because you're a diehard animation.
No, and I'm no. That's not like that's not a bad thing. That's
No, it's
just
good.
as long as I've known Tom, he genuinely
we'll
loves
circle.
animation.
Fucking love animation. It does not get nearly enough of the respect
Yeah.
it deserves.
Like,
It
what was
is.
it, that Freak
it's,
of the
it's
Week?
pretty much shat on by the Academy.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. But don't they have their?
Okay,
Don't
so-
they have their?
The Academy doesn't believe that an animated film can be Best Picture.
Wally made me cry.
That's so good.
I didn't cry. Well.
Okay, so it's
Like they
Really?
think it's too juvenile.
I
Zootopia
teared up a
made
little
me
bit
cry.
I teared up a little bit at Up.
okay. That makes
Up
sense.
made me
That-
cry.
At the beginning of Up.
Furious 7 made me cry.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Kubo and the Two Strings made me
Kubo and
tear
the Two
up quite a
Strings
bit.
was amazing. It
Shall
lost
we
out at the
watch
box
that?
office to
We
Sausage
watched
Party.
that together, by the way.
Cuban and the Two Strings was always gonna lose out the Sausage Party. It was
No,
always
no,
gonna
it's
lose out the Sausage Party.
Yeah, Sausage Party has like so many like fucking celebrities inside of it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Sausage Party did not advance like the art of animation.
Exactly.
No, but it didn't have to.
It was
It
a
was
big
just
disco.
it was a turn your brain off movie.
Yeah, like all of Seth Rogen's films, which are okay. What movie made you cry the most?
Movie made me
For
cry
which
the
one?
most.
Just all time. What made like for me?
Marley and Me.
Toy Story 3.
I don't watch a lot of movies, so my
Marley
answer
and Me.
is
Marley
my
and
answer is
I just
Hook.
gave that to people.
Hook.
Hook.
Okay.
I was the reason that made me cry the most is because when I first watched it, I was 6 and I hated the sound of babies crying. And there's that one scene where
Oh, so you're talking about
where
like,
he's abandoned.
like crying is in sad or crying is in pain?
Pain.
Oh, okay. I was talking about like sad.
Like tinnitus, like
I know you were talking about sad, but that's the only movie I can think of that made me cry because I
I
don't
would-
watch a lot of movies.
Furious 7 made me cry.
Dude, I was
What?
in the theater with you when that happened.
Yep. I had like 6 tears.
I look, me and
Made me cry.
Okay,
Wait,
so
which one's Furious 7?
That was the,
the last
Oh,
Paul Walker one.
Yeah, okay. I guess it was when they fucking were like, here's Paul
send-off.
Been
Walker.
a
Yep.
long day without you,
to my friend. Tell
And
you
I'll tell
all
you
about
all
it
about
when
it
I
when
demonetized.
And they, and then when
The end of Metal the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 made me cry more than any movie I've seen.
The end of Metal Gear Solid. Oh, when he's okay. Well, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I know which one you're talking about.
I haven't played it.
In the graveyard is all I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That was actually my first Metal Gear game, so I was kind of like, huh.
Yeah, it was my first Metal Gear game, so I didn't really care for Snake.
I
would
like this
say-
stinks. I
And
wish you
also
weren't
the
as old.
results, it didn't make me cry.
I would say I have, well, the one that kind of got me was.
I tried to grind your gum.
I know,
was
but I'm invincible.
I was gonna say Toy Story 3, just because.
Oh,
Like,
Toy Story 3 did
Yeah.
give me a couple
Oh my
of
God,
tears.
That was a
You know,
huge
that
tear. I feel like it's
It
only
gave me
a tear
nostalgia
jerker,
tears.
though. Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say I
all
feel
that-
it's only a tearjerker if you've seen the first ones.
Yeah, no, because I
I've
grew
s-
up with those movies, and the last scene where like he's giving away all the toys.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the garbage, the trash scene.
No, no.
No,
I
that
was
one
gonna
didn't
say
make sure because I knew
the
they were gonna
scene
fucking
where-
survive.
Yeah, no.
Spoilers.
The scene that got me was spoilers.
Oh shit.
Was when he's giving the toys away and basically like the girl looks at Woody and says that there's a snake in my boot, and he goes on the dialogue of like, oh, this is Woody. He's
Oh yeah,
the
when he's
bravest
describing all of
cowboy
them.
in the land."
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's over.
I hear you, and I got into a fight with an ex-girlfriend because I didn't enjoy Toy Story 3 that much. For some reason, I saw it after its release. We watched it together, and I didn't feel it. Don't know
I
why.
didn't feel it at all.
Didn't
not
feel it
even
at
like not even nostalgia.
No, it was. I don't know what happened.
it's okay,
I do want
'cause,
to
like, I
rewatch
get
it, but I
No,
didn't feel it, and I was like, and when we argued about that a while.
I'll
know
tell
what-
you, I
you
completely
know what I
get it because
didn't-
like
Oh, you know what I didn't like about the second one though was when I watched the first one, I always perceived it as like the toys' personalities were based on the ones that Andy gave them. But in Toy Story 2, that flies out the window when you go to the toy store and all like the manufactured toys already have personalities.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think the one that like
Killing my Toy Story lore.
Right. Oh no, the
Oh,
one
I
movie.
was thinking of an
I was gonna
anime.
say. Hold on, I was gonna say really quick. The movie, like, I can agree with Chilled on that one because the one movie that I was like that was for, or I was like that was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
You didn't feel it?
I didn't cry during that because like I know a lot of people who were fucking upset during that
Really?
movie.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of anybody crying at Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
no, because it was again, it's like one of those.
Dude, I've
movies
seen
that
people
was just-
crying at like a Saturday Night Live show because like their
No,
favorite
it's like-
person was appearing.
No, because it
I've
was
seen some
it's-
people cry
no,
at Mass
I get-
Effect 3.
Well, yeah, obviously. We know someone who cried during Mass Effect 3.
And I was like, I didn't feel that.
Can I just say I love how we went from butt stuff to crying at movies.
Hey man, butt stuff requires some crying
What
sometimes.
stuff to ruining childhoods?
So far, the only
tears
anime
are
that's
lube.
made me tear up, in terms of just like anime in general, the first episode of Hero no Academia, whatever.
Boku no Academy?
Yeah, wait, the Hero anime.
Oh yeah, Hero no Academy, yeah.
Yeah,
Boku no Hero, it was. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, no, it
The
was
one with the
so
frog
really
girl
cool.
that everybody likes.
Yes, that one.
God, I have no
The
idea.
first episode.
I don't know. I'm out of it at this point.
The first episode of that made me tear up a bit.
You know
because and Chill's never gonna watch it.
Nope.
So I'm gonna have to describe a bit of it.
Frog girls
but it's not like a
crying,
massive spoiler.
ribbit.
It's pretty much like a
It's the first
major
episode.
plot
There's
point.
not much to spoil.
Yeah. So in the anime, everyone has like a bunch of people are born with powers.
Fuck
And the main character is
God
born
damn
without
it.
powers. And he finds out that he doesn't have powers and that he's gonna never develop powers. And he asks his mom to like reaffirm that he was totally gonna get powers. And she just breaks down into tears saying that she's sorry that she couldn't get him to have powers through his birth. And that made me tear up because then he teared up and I'm like, oh God, he just wants to be a special hero.
You know what, Phil? I
think,
changed my mind. Land Before Time, first film.
Oh, fuck off.
I was too young. I was too young to
Oh,
give a shit about those
yeah.
dinosaurs.
When then you find out, because
When
it's
it-
fucking
when
like
it-
30 years old, and Littlefoot's mother's dead, and then he's trying to get the 3-star and trying to lick her, and he's like, Mom, Mom. And you're like, please move, Miss Dinosaur, Mom. And it's just so sad. It's so sad.
Okay, I'll take. Okay, if we're gonna talk anime,
Yay.
and my controller.
Fuck you, Gom. You just sneak
So-
it. You just that's twice now.
That my
Sneak
controller's
the
dead
second
and
place
I'm
right out
dead.
from under me.
Well, Smarty, we got one race left, so.
I know. So I can't race anymore.
I
gotta-
cried when
mean,
Pikachu cried.
What you
Chat just
what
brought
you
that
can
up.
do, Smarty, is that at the beginning of the next race, just plug it in real quick and join it so you at least have the footage of racing.
It's okay, hold on.
I cried when Pikachu
Hold
cried.
on. No, I was gonna say the race that I was gonna say, or not race, sorry. The anime I was gonna say, the episode that fucking made me bawl like a baby. Full Metal Alchemist. The
Enjoyed
Chimera
the
episode.
stream. Good night.
What are you? Thank you. But what are you doing? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for that. Now we're gonna get back to Smarty just crying his crying tears. But thank you again.
Not to mention the guy who, because I watched the English dub, the guy who plays, I think the guy's name was Shao Tucker. The guy who plays him is the same guy who voices Emperor Pilaf in Dragon Ball, so I couldn't take that seriously.
Yeah, no, it was just, I was too young. It was like 10, maybe 9, 11, I don't know, when it was
That
showing
part
on
of
TV.
Full Metal Alchemist is like if Pilaf combined Mai and Shu together. Like that's how comedic that was to me.
Yeah. Before the age of 18, I didn't really like tear up at anything. And no, I'm being serious. I really
No,
didn't
it's
tear
okay.
up
That's-
at,
I mean, everyone
like
reacts
at
differently.
things I was watching. Because I just
How
didn't
we're
really.
where it's funny to make fun of people who don't cry.
No, I think if you cry, you don't cry. That's completely. I think when you cry over ridiculous things, that's a little weird. Like things you cry over things that weren't ever meant to be cry worthy. Like I don't know. You're watching a TV show and you're a celebrity actor you like pops up on the screen and you start bawling. I think that's a little weird. I mean, granted,
I knew
ooh,
so many people who cried over
I cheered up at Torchwood. And a couple episodes of that. Now you remind me.
I know a lot of people who cried over the story of Undertale.
You don't know what Torchwood is, but.
you know. But Undertale's like that's. I mean, that's again. I'll never knock anyone for crying unless it's like my hamburger got cold. I mean, but for the most part, like things are meant to be emotional. I get that, and you know, I think it's almost like gives credit to the artist and a bit of like what they're working on if it invokes that kind of emotion. But stuff that's never meant to invoke that emotion, I won't knock you for crying. But at the same time, I'm like, why
back.
the hell are you crying?
I think you need a better example.
If I get disconnected again, I'm just gonna stay here.
A better example?
Yeah.
Well, I'd only be too personal, but I saw people crying over someone appearing, 21 Pilots appearing in Saturday Night Live, and they were bawling and crying. And I understand, like, I get they're important, but at the same time, that's never meant to be emotional, and I'm never gonna knock
no,
you for
like,
crying, but at the
listen.
same time, I don't understand it.
Like, listen, I'll say.
Like, why would you
I'll-
cry over that in particular?
Like, you should be happy. Like, I get, okay, maybe they're happy tears, but
Well, I
like,
mean, like, yeah, tears of joy, but it's just like, you know,
something-
ugly crying kind of thing. Like that shouldn't be worth ugly crying over.
yeah.
I get
that's
that.
the part that I don't understand. Like, again, but everyone's different, so you can't really knock it because you don't know exactly how they feel or what they feel. It's just a part.
Yeah.
I'll never understand it.
Because
'cause-
it could be a thing
God
where like,
damn it,
like
Tom.
this band.
I'm sorry,
is
you were getting
integral
too
to
close.
Why I exist on this planet, like that sort of.
Yeah,
could
like,
be-
and I guess I understand it, and maybe you know, a part of me is a little bit jealous that I don't have anything that close to me that would
Well, I
make
mean,
me
like,
ever cry
it's
that much.
one of those things like you never expect. Like it's not something that you're like,
Fuck
all right,
you,
this
Gump.
is gonna be the reason why.
Yeah, right
But
on
you know
your
what I mean.
ass.
No, and yeah, I get both ways, but I just don't think I love anything close enough that isn't like immediate
Marty, who are you
family.
playing as?
I was playing as, Ludwig, I think, but I wasn't even playing because like I got disconnected. So
I think the game just totally replaced Smarty with a different character.
it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, Ludwig's not on there.
All right, whatever. It's fine. I don't care. It's my controller's fucking dead. So